Alright, welcome back to my Wingspan World Cup journey. We are currently in the second group stage, well, group stage 2, and we're against Clloud, a very, very strong player. I've played them a lot. Well, I don't want to say I played them a lot, but I played them a bunch, and I don't have a good record against them, so I know I'm in for a hard game here. I think, yeah, like, I mean, there's a lot of good players, but I remember when I got the group draw, I looked at Cloud and I was like, damn, that's going to be a tough game. That's one that I want to try and win. If I can win that, I feel really good about my group chances. Just a reminder, this is a 9-person group. Sorry, 10-person group. So we're playing 9 games. And typically we're looking to get 6 wins to advance. Usually it's the top 4 that will go through, and 6 is usually good enough. So fingers crossed, we lost our last game, so looking to bounce back and see what we can do. Looking at the tray, there's nothing super great that's leaping out at us here, like this red-tailed hawk, maybe. Nothing that really synergizes with it, so we're not that interested, but we do have this yellow-headed blackbird. That is really nice. I think that's all we'll keep here. I mean, night heron is interesting, great horned owl is interesting, but very difficult to get down without excess food generation at this point in the game. Gerudo could be fun. These are both terrible. We'll go food web expert because it is slightly less terrible than Theranologist, because Theranologist is actually terrible. One of the worst bonus cards in the game by a long shot. But yeah, just gonna keep this blackbird and just dig, basically. We'll see what we can find. Red of Atavat, we definitely want to make sure that we spend our worm. Red of Atavat's power is, if I have a worm, they get a worm, so definitely want to spend that. We were going to anyway, but we definitely want to make sure we're spending that now. And then we just dig for a while and see what we find. We didn't keep the rat. We could have gone rat instead of fish and picked up red-tailed hawk and tried to play that, but like, there's no need. I'm not really serious about playing Wetlands here until I can find 1 or 2 more pieces. The Avadavat giving us an extra card. Oh, it's Avadavat, not Avocet. My bad. So that means we're going to get a bunch of extra cards. That's really nice. This egret is like moderately interesting. We're probably not going to play the hobby, probably not going to play the spoonbill either, but the egret is slightly interesting because it gives us an extra card. And then our opponent can draw as we get a card maybe as well. It is a little bit tempting. But still early in the game, we don't have to commit just yet. I think just digging is still probably better. Shoveler and Cockatoo, neither of those super interesting. Not good so far. So typically when you keep 1 card, I feel like you can draw 3 or 4 times without really losing any tempo. So this here, we really want to find something good here. Silver Eye, it's not really what we want to find. I think maybe we should have been spending food here to try and find some more stuff. Goodbye, egret. But yeah, this is not working for us. This is probably one of the drawbacks of the blackbird, right? You only get to see 2 cards. And so we've only seen 6 cards plus the cards in tray. So maybe we should have spent that food to reset the feed, reset the tray. But yeah, nothing really interesting here. It's awkward to play a bird when none of them are that good. And it's awkward to draw because we really want to tuck on the blackbird, but it's got full egg capacity, so it's a bit of a bother. I think we're probably going to be forced into drawing here. The honey buzzard might be our way out, like it's serviceable bird for the forest. Everything else is kind of a crapshoot. Like even the sulfur crystal cockatoo, like I mean, co-op nectar is just a big problem. Very, very hard to make good use of that. We don't have the birds to do that. So yeah, we have to draw again. And maybe I'm looking at the red-tailed hawk. It's not the bird I want. It's not a game-winning bird. It fills out a strategy. It doesn't do anything else. House Wren is interesting, good for total birds, and we are going to go with the hawk. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure why I'm keeping this hawk. I mean, it's okay, right? It's a pretty reliable point scorer. It's big points. It hits a couple of the end of rounds, and it does fill a space, but like I said, it's not a game-winning bird. It's not a bird that you can, like, hedge your entire strategy on. We need 1 or 2 more birds to make that work. But yeah, this is a really rough situation. Long spurs come up. I mean, that's pretty good. We might take that. Greylag Goose is kind of nice. Good for N1 row. This actually, Greylag Goose is insane. It's good for every end of round. That's really, really strong. I mean, there's an argument you just take food here. Yeah, maybe that is the plan. Yeah, giving me Greylag Goose is crazy. Greylag Goose is good for every single end of round. It's good for birds in wetlands, total birds, birds in a row, and birds worth more than 4. They must have had a crazy good hand. If we can pull 1 seed or nectar on this reroll, we're good. Okay, so we do that, and then Duck Silver Eye probably. Honey Buzzard, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Hobby, yeah, also fine to get rid of. Any of those is fine to get rid of. And then play Greylag Goose. And that not only eats an egg, but it also gives us a pretty good shot at winning this end of round. Like, it's pretty unlikely they're going to play a double play into the wetlands at this point, so... Yeah, Greylag will hopefully give us tons of value. A stubble quail. Interesting. Oh, we're going Silver Eye. Alright, that is surprising. I'm surprised I didn't just slam Greylag. And then now Dipper has come up. Interesting. We're going a bit chaotic here. I think Greylag would have been nice just for the consistent points, but we are really going all out here. I think in this case you grab Dipper. Grab the Dipper and then see what you can find. Snowy Owl, okay. Spend an egg and grab the Dipper? Seems good to me. More randoms. Okay, Crow. Fair enough. You play Silver Eye, I mean, you're gonna give everyone Nectar. Yeah, we're going full co-op Nectar. This is nuts. And then Bioweaver comes up. Wow, immediately punished. Yeah, I don't know. I get the logic behind Silver Eye. It's a very high gamble card, right? It means our wetlands is a very, very strong habitat. I mean, we're getting nectar and an egg from it. We are giving out a nectar. And our opponent is going to be in a good position as well. Whiteback, my opponent is giving me very, very strong birds. It's crazy. Black-throated diver. Yeah, okay. No, I guess we don't need Dipper anymore. Yeah. I think the strategy here must be we must be gambling on trying to find the components for a wetlands engine or something. And if that's the case, I strongly believe we have to be playing this diver or something to keep trying to cycle to find better birds. I wonder what I'm thinking here. And if you take the nectar... I think you have to take the nectar. I mean, that's the strategy, right? You're basically saying that I'm going to have better card access than you. And I'm going to take advantage of that by also getting nectar when I take cards. However, I don't think that's necessarily true at this moment. My opponent has better card access than me because the Avadavat is allowing them to see 2 extra cards each turn. So I'm not quite convinced this is going to end well for me. I mean, we do have strong pivot options. Like, we could just pivot into the forest, like Whiteback Woodpecker, Golden Pheasant. Seems okay. House Crow seems good. I mean, the American Crow seems pretty bad here. Get rid of the diver. Okay, that is certainly a choice. I don't know. I'm not really thinking this is a good strategy now. I think, like, I have choices here. I can either go forest, or I can continue on the wetlands. So if I go forest, the game plan is like Whiteback Woodpecker, House Crow, Red-tailed Hawk. Seems pretty straightforward. If I commit to the wetlands, which is a little bit dubious, it's pretty similar, but I think you need searching power, and I think like White-throated Dipper is a key component of that, or the diver. And we could probably flip this tray a couple times and hope and dream of finding like a mute swan or a main duck or something like that. But at this stage, yeah. Woodpecker, food. House Crow, Hawk, Pheasant. We're gonna go House Wren. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I think the House Wren is good, but I think it might have been better as a grasslands play later on into the game. I understand trying to go for turtle birds, but we could just as easily play Greylag Goose. And it does take away a valuable brown slot in our forest, so I think that is a bit tricky. Okay, taking food makes sense, so we will pivot out of this wetlands, that's totally fine. Yeah, American Crow is never getting played. More nectar, and we will not use the cockatoo. We don't really, like, we've given out so much co-op nectar in this game, like it's really probably helped my opponent quite a lot, so definitely something we need to keep in mind. I think the play here must be do golden pheasant and then must be the hawk, right? It must be the play. Buy a lever into the game. Very, very scary bird. With that Avadavat, I mean, that's just going to keep that Bioweaver fed, isn't it? So that's really good. And if we give out co-op food, like, that makes their wetlands scarier than ours, so... yeah, the Silver Eye is really not quite working the way that I thought, way that I would have liked it to work, so... and there's one option here which is kind of intriguing to me. We do have a one bird lead on total birds. I do wonder if playing this Greylag Goose makes sense still. I think if you do, like, prep food for the hawk, Atlantic Puffin, if you prep food for the hawk, then we can guarantee that we can do Greylag Goose on the last turn of the round, and then Red-tailed Hawk on the last one. Yeah, okay, I think that's what we're doing now. We just need to get a seed or a nectar off of the reroll, which should be fine. Yeah, we get the nectar, nice. Yeah, perfect. And then you do Greylag Goose, which is nice. Yeah, I'm not sure about this house we're in. I think that might have been an error, but it's not the end of the world. I just think that they're putting the house wren and the grasslands might have been more effective, but it is what it is. Alright, our opponent didn't play any birds, which means we have an excellent shot here, so we play Greylag, and that should guarantee us the end of round. We're not losing the end of round, that's for sure. And then we can even do like Red-tailed Hawk and then like House Crow in the wetlands. And that could work quite well as well for this next end of round. Yeah, there's quite a few options available to us. Yep, okay, so we win the end of round with Greylag Goose, that's nice. They played rough. Jeez, okay. We've got a lot of good stuff going over there, like Atlantic Puffin is nice, obviously, but the rough, that's going to be a 11-point bird by the end of the game, most likely. That's very, very, very strong. Always a bit spooky to be on the receiving end of that. I think now you have to play the hawk, don't you? Well, you don't have to. You can afford a turn of drawing. That's completely okay as well. But I think you have to play the hawk at some point. If you draw here, you need to reset that tray as well, which is terrible. So I think you wanna... yeah, the choice is either you play the hawk, take food, then draw, or draw, hawk, food. I mean, it doesn't change too much either way. Okay, this is the wrong action. No, don't do this. This is bad. No, this is the mistake. What am I doing? Yes, there we go. That's the bad thing about watching yourself play, and you're like I haven't seen this since it was played, which was back in November. It's currently February. I have no idea what happens in these games, and so when I see myself do silly things, I'm like, oh dear, this is terrible. What am I doing? Maybe it's a gift of hindsight or something. I don't know. But yeah, definitely Red-tailed Hawk makes the most sense here. I think that's extra food, gets extra point probably. Roseate Spoonbill coming in. Jeez, Cloud is getting all of the good stuff. That's very nice. But we've got plans. Like I said, we can play this House Crow to get 5 in a row in the wetlands. Potentially dream of getting another bird down there at some point. We do need to figure out our egg problem at some point, but it's not urgent. We have the blackbird that can help generate us some passive eggs. Not passive, but you know what I mean. I'm not sure what I'm thinking about. I think definitely rat is the right choice here. Like we definitely want to play the snowy owl. It's just what else we want to play. Yeah, we could do mountain bluebird into snowy owl, that kind of thing. So it's a-okay. But I do think we need to spend a turn drawing, and I think a tray flip would not be unwarranted in this situation. The main concern that we have is that we don't have any points being scored. We've got the hawk, obviously, we've got the blackbird, but other than that, we're not really scoring many points. That comes back to my concern with the house wren, it doesn't score points. Whereas my opponent, they've got this rough to passively score points, they've got bonus cards in the form of the puffin and the spoonbill. So they've got other ways to score points, we currently don't have that. And our bonus card is terrible, so we are not in a good position. We can really go for these ends of rounds though, I think, with Greylag Goose. It's giving us a lot of power there, so definitely feel like that is going to be a high return on investment bird. Yeah, we must be drawing. That must be the plan. And we really just need to... We really need something. I don't know what we can wish for at this point. Probably like Abbott's Booby is probably the best thing that we could find. Booby or Kiwi would be incredible. Anything that can help us get rid of this food web expert. My opponent's taking some time to think. I think it's like they've drawn. We got the hermit thrush, okay. I mean, Savadavat's giving us good stuff. Like, the hermit thrush is probably better than some of the other things. What? I'm laying eggs, okay. I mean, yes, we have to do that at some point, but I might have preferred to do, like, draw, double play into the owl, and then lay eggs. That might have been nicer, but I'm not sure. Would have to calculate it, and the reason I'd have to calculate it is that end of round is still relevant. Playing one more bird would be highly advantageous. And I'm not sure I can afford to do a double play and also play another bird. But nevertheless, I still think we have to draw, so... Loggy, okay. We're doing Snowy Owl, okay. Bird feeder, not really the bird you want to find, but it'll do. The bad thing about playing Snowy Owl is that now I can't do the reset spot on the tray. So the plan now must be I'm going to use the natural end of round tray reset to get another look at some better birds. We must be thinking we have to play the house crow here. We must be thinking that there's no other thought to be had. But I'm worried that if we do that, that's going to significantly compromise our ability to play. At this point, we can definitely start throwing these cards and grabbing these passive worms, and we can turn them into points if we take the play the house crow as well. We get a turn of drawing first, which makes sense. We get dove, kind of interesting. I don't think we can throw an egg here, so we just have to deal with these three. We gave out a nectar. I'm not sure about that. I am not sure about giving out the free nectar. That is really me laying down the gauntlet saying, you can't do anything with this. Enjoy. I'm not so convinced. Yeah, there goes little penguin, and we'll play this house crow, and that will fill out the row. And we win the end of round because we have 6 birds in a row because of the Greylag Goose. Good old Greylag. Yeah, our bonus cards are terrible. We're scoring okay. 71 points is pretty nice. We are going to split on the nectar as well, so I guess it remains to be seen whether or not Cloud can challenge us in the main habitat. And then comes Kia and Yellowhammer and Ash-throated Flycatcher. Ash-throated looks okay. Needs to deny the Kia for sure. We don't want that flying around. Yeah, I think giving out the nectar is wise here. I think with Kia, we want all the extra food we can get. So I definitely don't hate that. And now we probably take food twice and play 2 birds. And look at that, the egg situation has worked out for us. Maybe we can be a little bit more ambitious. Let's think about this. If we double played into the Ash-throated, that gives us an extra egg and some extra points. However, neither of them are worth 5 or more, which is a bit of a bother. So we might end up losing this end of round if we go down that approach, because it's going to limit our ability to play some of these high point words. European Turtledove, another bonus card for them, but not a bird worth more than 4. I think you have to take food here, don't you? Just take as much food as we reasonably can. You can throw anything. I mean, Inca Dove can probably go. Fish Crow, I don't know if it doesn't really matter at this point. Just be as greedy as we can and get as much food as we reasonably can. Like, even potentially even tuck on the Sulphur Crested could be useful. I think you're not going to play both the Fish Crow and the Hermit Thrush. I think get rid of the Hermit Thrush. Alright, Eurasian is fine to get rid of as well. No concern with that at all. Our opponent looks like they're going to come for the nectar in the forest as well, so I think the game plan has to be we're going to try flip the grasslands nectar at this point. I think if we take food again and basically repeat that turn, double play into the Ash-throated and then play Kia in whatever habitat needs to have the nectar one is probably the smart play. More cards, which we'll never play this Blue Jay. Well, we can do the double play now as well. It doesn't matter too much. But I feel like I might have wanted to have all my options in front of me before double playing. I don't think the change in sequence is going to matter too much. It's pretty likely the bird feeder is just going to stay the same, if not worse. So our opponent has an opportunity to play 2 big birds now. I don't know how much food they have. I guess one opportunity of delay, one plus of delaying is that we can probably make use of the nectar from the Sulphur Crested much better. They've got 1 nectar, okay. Interesting. They can play 1 bird at the moment, so they can probably only get to 6 big birds if possible. And we will reach, how many will we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can also get to 6. So yeah, we may not win this end of round, but we'll see what happens. I think it is very important for us though to... Oh wow, they did actually end up taking food and no nectars come up. That could be critical. These nectar battles, like, I know I'm doing poorly on bonus cards, right? Like, if we can't score on bonus cards, we have to find ways of scoring points elsewhere. And where am I going to be scoring points from? It's like, maybe this House Crow, maybe some of these tucks that are going on. But definitely end of rounds and end of rounds and these nectar races are definitely areas that we can target. 1 nectar there. Yeah, we're going to play Kiev, so we just take as much as we can here. Get the extra nectar, and I don't think we give out the nectar here. Are we? Okay, we give out the nectar. I'm not sure about that one. I don't think we needed to do that. It is going to secure us an extra bonus card, which could be valuable. But giving out that extra nectar means they can flip the grasslands. They have 2 now, so they can flip the grasslands. So if I didn't give out that nectar there, I think it would have forced them to be more strategic with how they have to play with 1 nectar, and that we could have reasonably... Yeah, I think that was a critical error, actually. That was a huge error. That guarantees that we can't tie across tie at worst across all 3 habitats. Well, Tony's warbler. Oh, they're going to be cute. Okay, they're going to lay eggs and then play another bird. Okay, that's really cute. Another way to burn up some extra points. But yeah, that means I'm probably going to lose the forest nectar now. Well, I guess you make an intelligent gamble, right? You go, where's the last bird going to be played? It's going to be played in the forest, or is it going to be played in the grasslands? I would probably guess it's going to be the grasslands. I think it might be. I don't know if they picked up the longspur earlier ago, but that did show. So I think gamble and put it all here. But if I didn't give out that free nectar, I wouldn't have had to make this bad decision. So let's see if that extra nectar actually makes a difference. Let's see if the last bonus card was worth it. Why am I holding on to food? Oh, tiebreaker? Okay. I disagree with not spending all my food there. Maybe we could have found something better. But yeah, not a good haul on the bonus cards. We definitely should have spent all of our food there. I don't know why I didn't. And yeah, we'll see if we get punished with this last spend of the nectar. Yeah, that's a big mistake from my end. I think we really misplayed that. And we don't even need to keep... oh, actually, hold on. This is going to be 5 points on the house crew. I'm being silly. Yeah, I guess spending 3 nectar was correct, but... yeah, it's okay. Alright, we get the 5 points on the house crew. I'm being silly. That was probably worth it. Looks like our opponent hasn't committed yet, so they get to commit now. And we'll see what their final play is going to be. And hopefully it's not going to be something super scary for us. But I don't know, like this could be a pretty close game. I think my opponent is probably slightly ahead. It's a yellow hammer. Oh, do they have ecologist or something? Pushed it, so yeah, we are going to lose the forest nectar, and that's all my fault for giving them the extra nectar. So yeah, the tucking there was really not smart. So let's see if it matters. So on birds we should be about even. Yeah, very close. We're going to get trounced on bonus cards, but oh wow, we've got extremely trounced on bonus cards. We'll bring them back on ends of rounds, and on food on cards. I don't know how we did on the tucks. Not enough, and we're going to draw it even on the nectars. So good thing it wouldn't have cost us the game. What do we got here? We have ethologist, data analyst, pop monitor, and pop monitor. Oh wow, that last swing of the dice on the bush tip was quite nice there. But yeah, let's just quickly do some math here. Swinging the nectar is a swing of 3 points, so minus... actually, the extra food actually allowed them to play that. Oh wow. Oh, let's see. Without the extra nectar, you can't play yellow hammer, which doesn't give you the extra nest type, which means you get 2 less points off of forest population monitor. So then you just end up playing like bush tit or something. So that's like so it's -3. You don't win the nectar, so that's -3. Oh, we might have... It would have been really close. They would have been on 118. We would have been 117. 116, because we don't get the tuck, so it's still a 2-point difference. Yeah. Yeah, we could have got the food back a different way. I don't know. Anyway, we do not win. I think that's the important thing. It's very, very close. Like with the slightly better play, we might have been able to pull that back. But as it stands, that is not what happened. I think the bonus cards really were not good for us. I think the nectar battles were not properly thought out for me. However, I think we did all right. There were some very difficult moments there. I mean, we didn't find any of the traditional powerhouse birds early on. This Greylag Goose did amazing for us. It like scored so many points. Definitely one of my best birds this game. But the rest of it just didn't kind of come together all that strongly. We had some really great plays at the back end there, but it ultimately wasn't enough. If we could have scored off bird feeder and then, you know, made the right decision around the nectar giving out there at the end, I think we could have done a lot better. I think maybe there was an opportunity around here-ish on this turn. Yeah, instead of playing Snowy Owl, maybe we could have drawn, flip the tray, see what we find, and then make a decision. Because we could have spent a nectar here or something, given out another nectar with a silver eye, and then played the Snowy Owl and then the House Crow as well. That could have worked just as well. But yeah, we didn't do that, so fair play. And instead we ended up doing Snowy Owl first, and then we drew, which, you know, is fine, but you know, we could have flipped past all this trash that wasn't very useful, and then we could have flopped this tray and saw the Trumpeter Swan, and then done Trumpeter Swan into House Crow instead of Snowy Owl, and then that would have meant that we could have done Snowy Owl into our Grasslands, and we could have, you know, done better in the Nectar race in the Wetlands, potentially. We would have had another bird for Diet Specialist, which ended up being useful for the Kia. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ifs, thens, ands, or buts around that, but maybe the sequencing there could have been more precise. However, Cloud played well. Definitely, I mean, they had a very strong board. I really like the cute play at the end with Moltoni and Yellowhammer, like that. They were able to max out Forest Population Monitor with that cute little sequence there, so very, very well played to them. That was very nice. And yeah, they really made the most of it. Bioweaver scoring many points, Ruff doing many things, and the really big Stubble Quail at the start of the game really accelerated the rest of their game for them, which was really, really strong for them. So yeah, well played. There's still early in the group, like, I mean, now it's 3-2, so well, now I've got 3 wins, 2 losses, so there's still plenty of games to be had. But yeah, no, well played to Cloud. They really eked out what they could. They did very well on their bonus cards, and yeah, hopefully we can pull it back after that and continue our quest to advance out of this group, and we'll see you in the next one.